When working with your brother, it's always a good thing to hide the tools and watch the frustration grow on his face. Hey, Piper from RV Foodies here. Today we're going to address a problem that I've had with my awning. As they get older, the handles sometimes give it up, so the mechanism will allow it to slide open or up, but it won't go back down. So I have to use a little screwdriver to get it past each hole. Today I've recruited the help of my brother Dan.
Hello.
I personally have never riveted anything before and don't really understand how they work. I went down and I got this rivet gun from Home Depot, and it's a nice setup. You say it's a good one, Dan?
It's a decent setup.
Yep, not bad. Come with rivets. Dan was saying this was a good one here because it angles, which I have no idea, but we're gonna find out.
Sometimes you're gonna be riveting it. You get into tight areas, so that head twisting gives you a little added bonus that you can get into tighter areas.
Outstanding. And this wasn't that expensive, maybe 30, 40 bucks. And then the replacement handle here that we got off Amazon, we'll put a link in the description. Okay, and then drill. So me and Dan are gonna extend the awning down just a little bit so we can access the thing, and we're gonna get it changed. As you can see right here, make sure that after it rains, you open your awning. This locking mechanism here, as you can see, the little piece in there is broken, and I'll show you once we take it out. But this is what we're replacing, so I can pull this handle when this goes up, and I can pull the handle for it to go down. As you can see, it won't go down any further, even if I pull the handle. I'm sure this is a common thing with RV awnings. So I'll get a screwdriver and get that back down to the rested position.
While he's doing that, I got a drill bit to gauge by what size we're going to need, and we're going with a 11/64 drill bit right now. We might need bigger, but I do believe this will take these two rivets out with no problem.
And this is what I had to use to lift this up and push the mechanism down to be able to lower it down the track. And that's why we're replacing this handle. So what he's going to do now is drill out the head of the rivets.
I'm going very slowly because I don't want to damage anything. As you saw, the head came off.
Okay. And as you can see here, you can see where this part of the bracket broke. Right here, somewhere, this metal piece broke off, and that's what the culprit was. So this is trashed.
Nothing like cast aluminum.
Right. Oh, there's more of it in there too. Well, and to give you some reference too, this RV is 21 years old. So this mechanism in the long run, just from so much use, gave it up. The part was only like, what, $20? Again, we'll have a link to it in the description below. Doing surgery.
I'm just fishing out all the small pieces.
Yeah.
It looks like this has already been replaced once before. There's already another drill hole in
Oh,
it.
there is too.
That's probably why it's breaking, is it looks like somebody did a bad job of it.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? We might be able to put a smaller rivet in there to fill up that hole, and then you put a new rivet in there, because with this hole here, that rivet's going to rattle around, which may cause it to break. If we put a small rivet in here, it will kind of seal up that hole.
And as you can see, that kind of covered that hole. Hopefully that other rivet will fit in, we'll be fine.
Yeah, I might have to do some surgery with the drill bit. I had to get a file to file down the head of this rivet, so this part would set flat against the rail, so there's no undue stress on it and it breaks again. So that's what I'm doing, is I'm just filing down the head of the first rivet that I put in. And it's not going to be completely flat, but it'll be better than the.
Now we're gonna find the right bit for the rivet gun.
Let's top one in first, since it's easiest to access. This is gonna be interesting. I guess it's in there.
One rivet down here, yay. One more to go. We're having to adjust the rivet we put in to cover the hole that was incorrectly drilled. Oh, you want this thing?
Yeah, I was like, that would be nice.
When working with your brother, it's always a good thing to hide the tools and watch the frustration grow on his face.
He just still thinks he can pick on me just because he's my older brother.
And this arrow came with drill bits, rivets, everything, so not too bad for 30 bucks. Okay, so the problem we were having is that we could get the awning up, no problem, but we couldn't get it down. And there you go. So remember to don't lift by this handle ever. Grab the arm, push the handle forward. Dan, thank you so much. That took us a little bit longer than we expected because I had never used a rivet gun.
Well, and the rivet gun was giving us problems, and we had a few situations that were unexpected that we had to fix, like filling in that one hole with the secondary rivet and then filing it down so it fit right.
And then taking the rivet gun completely apart and trying to figure out how to put it back together. But you know, view RV, that's how it goes. It's never simple. But really, for what it was, a very cheap fix. Don't be afraid of rivets. That's the first time I've ever riveted anything, so it was a good learning experience for me. And now I can kind of understand how rivets work and stuff like that. But real easy fix, real cheap. Our awning works again. This is RV Footies, and we'll see you in the next video.
And when you undertake a project like this, I was with my brother, make sure you have all the tools you need, and sometimes the tools you don't need.
There we go. Woo! That'll do it.